Welcome to Citizen Sunday. It's our opportunity to know more about what it means to be a kingdom citizen and to know our community so that we might contribute to our community, so that we might impact our community. I want you all to know things that maybe you wouldn't ordinarily see or understand in your particular walk, but it's important that we know. And today we want to talk a little bit about business within our area. We are grateful and we are honored to have the president and CEO of the Daytona Beach Regional Chamber of Commerce, Nancy Keefer. Welcome.
Well, thank you so much for having me here.
I'm excited to have this conversation because a lot of people don't know what the Chamber of Commerce is, what it does, why it exists. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. So the Chamber of Commerce is a business organization made up of members throughout, honestly, Volusia County, so the greater Daytona Beach region. And our main goal is to make sure businesses succeed and thrive. Obviously, when we have a thriving business community, everybody benefits from that.
So take me through what a business is going to get if they become a part of their chamber.
Sure. So, businesses are at all different stages of whatever their business life is at some point in time. So if they're into the business early, they need things like networking and collaboration and training. As a business matures, they want, different things from the chamber. So what we try to do is provide an environment where everybody can grow depending on what level they're at. We're doing workshops to help businesses just get set up. We're inspiring entrepreneurial mindset in our community. And we also do represent the largest of businesses to make sure that we're really out there advocating to build a better community, quality of life, workforce, all the things that are important for us.
So let's talk about your role as an advocate, the Chamber's role as an advocate. Give me an idea or example that the Chamber would advocate for.
So it's different for everybody, but it's most important to understand that we're going to be there to do the blocking and tackling for businesses. It is so difficult to run a business. You don't want to have to worry about, do you need to get to the city for something that's impacting your business? We'll go and help advocate for that. We'll share with you examples of who's been successful and how they've been successful. It just depends on the issue and how we can really connect them to get to the answer.
How does it affect the individual business?
Again, it's different for everybody. So maybe somebody's having an issue with their signage in their business and they need more better signage, but they're fighting a law or an ordinance at the city. We can go in and have a conversation with the city officials to make sure that the businesses are being heard. We often hear that there's issues with employees, finding the right employees. So we can assist people, with, again, finding them, training them, and bringing them into the business so that the business can thrive again.
Give me an example of something that the Chamber has advocated for in the past or is advocating for now when it comes to workforce.
Sure. So, one of our hot issues right now is third grade reading scores.
Okay.
So think about that.
How is that a workforce issue?
It's a workforce issue because those are our future workers.
Okay.
And if our kids, are behind in learning how to read at the third grade level, it ends up that they have a difficulty catching up all along the way. So part of the work we do is just to raise the awareness it's an issue and that we as a business community need to find a way to help our students do better. That's one piece of it. We also do a lot in soft skills.
Okay.
So we may not get trained in soft skills when we're in high school or even college. So we do a soft skills summit where we bring in business leaders that talk about everything from, how do you dress, punctuality at work. How do you communicate beyond just a simple text or an email?
Shifting gears a little bit, is the Chamber, because it's pro-business, it would be viewed as on one side of the aisle or another when it comes to politics, but the Chamber is a nonpartisan organization.
Yeah, we are a nonpartisan organization. However, we do get involved in politics. And when I say that, we really want to be the sane center for politics all the way around. And we talk about issues, not personalities.
Okay.
And we always look at through the lens of business, even when we're talking about candidates. And, we do a voter's guide and we do questionnaires that people can fill out. This year we did start an endorsement process, which is the first. Now, again, we don't fund candidates. We don't put any money towards them, but we do lay out questionnaires that relate to business issues. So hopefully somebody can be an educated voter when they get to the voting.
So with that in mind, if I'm just a person from the outside looking in, the chamber is not automatically on board with just one party. You do issues.
That's correct. And we invite everybody, regardless of party, to come in and take part in the process. We don't really pay attention to party line. We pay attention to how they answer questions as it relates to business.
What type of outreach is done for persons to join the chamber?
Our biggest referral source, though, is a member.
Okay.
Somebody who's already a member, who has experienced growth, who has experienced positive experiences with the chamber. So that tends to be our biggest referral base. I'd always like to say, though, we really want to be there for everybody.
Yeah.
And we want to help people understand at what stage is the Chamber of Commerce right for them, because it's not right for every stage of business.
Okay.
And our job is to get them the resources they need where they're at that time. And I think that that's really important. I have businesses come in all the time that just aren't ready. So we walk them through school, or we walk them through Small Business Development Center. We get mentors for them. And that's really what the role we want to play, is help people lift them up and get them to the place where they're going to be successful in business.
Couple more questions. Why do you think it is that there aren't more minority businesses, even at a faster rate, that become a part of the chamber here?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think it's just lack of awareness, and maybe it's a lack of trust, at some point in time. Maybe they didn't have a good experience with a chamber or our chamber. And once you see a chamber, you've seen a chamber.
Okay, right.
Part of it is building the trust and really working with businesses and understanding it's not just about, in the end, getting them to pay a fee to be a member of the chamber. Our goal is that once, if we can build everybody up, we do such a better job as a community.
What are ways that we businesses can help serve the chamber?
Yeah, first of all, we're blessed that you have that attitude, because it is really important. We have over 40 nonprofits that are members of the chamber. And one of the things that we can do is just bring them together with like-minded people, and it's not competition. Right. Nonprofits have a different need than maybe a large for-profit has. So it's really assessing the need of the members at whatever place that they're at. And we're very, very intentional. There's so many needs here. If we can focus on filling a void, that's always something we're always looking at. There are great business organizations, great nonprofit organizations doing so much in this community. And if we can all just come together and talk about it, we can find out where there's the need and we can better focus.
Can you talk a little bit about some of the chamber committees that people serve on? Well, last thing, I want to give you, I can't end the interview without giving you a couple minutes to brag about your new facilities.
Thank you for that opportunity. Yeah, it's been a passion project for me, but we recently finished our $3 million renovation of our building. We did gut the building that we were in because you can't beat the location.
Right.
You'll look out the building, we're right on the Intercoastal. And that is attractive. When somebody walks in and they see the vibrancy of the Chamber of Commerce, that then lends itself to say we have a vibrant community. Mm-hmm. So bragging on it, we have a lot of places for people to come in, sit, read their email. They need a little more privacy. We can usher them to some desk areas where they can work on projects. We have a lot of technology, a lot more meeting space and training space. We offer it after hours. That was a void and a need in the area, that people needed something on the weekend or in the evening. We now have a special door that people can go through with an access code that we don't have to be in the building.
Wow, okay.
So it really was meant to be a community gift, but also to showcase that your Chamber of Commerce is one that really looks towards the future and wants to be a chamber of the future.
There is a chamber connection here to Hope Fellowship Church that I want to give, and I hadn't thought about this, but I literally just heard her voice in my head, and she's gone home to be with the Lord. But one of our precious people and a second mother to me, Anita Bostwick, worked at the chamber for years, and I can hear her in my head. Now, Pastor, you didn't talk about me when you talked about the chamber. Precious lady, precious lady, and she's been a part of my heart for over 30 years, and so we celebrate her and celebrate her family. We've had the president and CEO of the Daytona Beach Regional Chamber of Commerce, Nancy Keefer. I thank you for educating us. I thank you for being a part of our community, and just thank you for being the transformative leader that you are.
Well, thank you, Derek, and we appreciate all you do and love that you're bringing this community to be a better place.
So Nancy, if anyone wants to reach out to the Chamber, tell us how.
So anybody that would like information about the Chamber, certainly our website is the best place to go because you can go there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and 365 days during the year, DaytonaChamber.com. And again, we have an incredible staff that can talk to you. And again, we customize the approach we have with all businesses. 386-255-0981 is the business phone number, but just come by the building at 126 East Orange Avenue. Come in and see this beautiful building and check it out. We'd love to see you.
I appreciate it. Listen, it's Citizen Sunday. We want you to be a good kingdom citizen, and that starts with information, and we're going to do our best to give it to you.